In life, we all face moments when we are disrespected, belittled, or treated as if our presence has little value. Maybe it happens at work when a colleague interrupts you mid-sentence. In a group of friends when someone cracks a humiliating joke at your expense. Or even within your own family through dismissive remarks and unfair comparisons. In those situations, it's natural to feel embarrassed, angry, or tempted to lash out. But here's the truth, reacting impulsively rarely earns respect. True respect does not come from shouting louder, forcing others to obey, or responding with aggression. It comes from the ability to stay calm, act wisely, and project confidence in yourself. People admire those who can handle tension with composure, who can stand firm without raising their voice, and who can turn uncomfortable situations into opportunities to affirm their worth. Why do people disrespect you? First, let's be clear, being disrespected doesn't always mean people hate you. More often, some individuals simply try to elevate themselves by putting others down. At the workplace, this could mean colleagues who cut you off or try to outshine you by undermining your contributions. Among friends, it could be someone who makes you the punchline of their jokes. Even at home, family members sometimes, consciously or unconsciously, say things that diminish your value. If you don't set boundaries, you risk becoming an easy target. Respect is not something you beg for. It's something you establish through your actions and the way you carry yourself. The power of first impressions. Most people underestimate just how powerful the first few seconds of interaction can be. When you meet someone new, your posture, your handshake, and your eye contact form a lasting impression. If you stay seated while they stand, avoid eye contact, or bow your head toward their hand, you unconsciously put yourself in a weaker position. Instead, rise to greet them. Shake hands firmly and look directly into their eyes. This simple act speaks volumes. I know my value, and I deserve to be treated with respect. Never underestimate the quiet power of confident eye contact. It can change the way people perceive you instantly. Don't stay silent when interrupted. Being interrupted happens often, but how you handle it will reveal how much respect others give you. Staying silent signals submission. Snapping angrily suggests a lack of control. The smarter path lies in calm assertion. Pause. Turn your eyes toward the person who interrupted. Hold their gaze steadily. This silent moment alone communicates disapproval. Then say, politely yet firmly, "May I finish my thought? Or if you don't mind, I'd like to continue." Short, respectful, but strong. In that instant, you show not only that you won't tolerate being cut off, but also that you know how to defend your space without losing composure. Handling humiliating jokes. Perhaps the most uncomfortable scenario is being ridiculed through jokes. Many people blush, laugh awkwardly, or argue back. But that only fuels the joker's success. There is a far more effective strategy: let the joke die by itself. When someone tries to humiliate you with humor, don't react immediately. Pretend you didn't catch it. Then calmly turn and say, "Sorry, I didn't hear you, could you repeat that?" Asking them to repeat their own joke drains it of power. The second time around, the laughter fades, and instead of you feeling embarrassed, the joker feels awkward. You flip the script, and suddenly they're the one on the defensive. Breaking provocations. Some people go further, deliberately trying to provoke you into anger. Their goal is to watch you lose control. If you take the bait, they win. But if you can break the flow of provocation, you win back control. One powerful technique is to respond with something completely unrelated. For example, "By the way, do you know a good cafe nearby? Or I think I may have sprayed too much cologne today." At first, this sounds absurd, but it works. Why? Because it disrupts the aggressor's rhythm. They lose their momentum, and their attempt to provoke you collapses. You turn their attack into something ridiculous without even confronting them directly. The art of walking away. The strategies above help in specific moments. But there's one more lesson to remember. Sometimes the strongest move is to leave. You are under no obligation to remain in spaces where your value is ignored. Walking away does not mean defeat. In fact, it shows strength. It sends a message that you would rather be an absence that is respected than a presence that is devalued. Often, people only realize someone's worth after they are gone. By leaving toxic environments, you protect your dignity and remind others that you will not tolerate disrespect. Final thoughts. Respect is not handed out freely. It is earned through the way you carry yourself, through your calmness in the face of provocation, and through your refusal to let others define your value. From the firmness of a handshake, to the steadiness of your gaze, to the courage to say I will not stay here. Every action tells the world who you are. The most important truth of all is this: respect begins with you. When you respect yourself deeply, you radiate it outward, and others have no choice but to follow.